Hey guys, welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, episode 260. I've got 5 print-on-demand niches to share with you that are forward-looking. So I'm trying to get you ready and prepared for some of the biggest opportunities to make print-on-demand sales based on predictable volume, all right, that's coming down the pipeline. So all you have to do is follow along, look at what's already selling, and take a hint. Either make your own sub-niches or, make your own version of what is already selling. It's really that simple. So let's get to it. Let's kick things off with an Amazon merch sales update. In the last 30 days, I made 1,404 sales on Amazon merch, and I made $4,255.51 in royalties on $21,365 in revenue. And then I have, maybe 370 sales from the international markets as well. My math might have been off there. It might have been 330 sales. Either way, the international sales, we have to convert the currencies. I don't have the exact numbers. But point is, if you want to follow me on Instagram, linked in the description, I post daily sales updates for motivation. All right, let's check out the top 10. These are the current top 10 as of me recording this video. I did pre-record it a few days early because I'm traveling. Okay, but let's move on. Niche number 1, it's a forward-looking episode. Let's get ready for the biggest predictable search volume. Yes, there might be emerging trends that no one sees coming over the next few weeks, but we have also plenty of niches where we know the search volume will be there. So niche number 1, how about summer, summertime, vacation? All right, there's a lot of extra words associated with summer, but summer being the seed word that I think you should focus on. Okay, this is a big trend right now. It's an obvious one. The weather is getting nice. Summer weather is another one. You know what I mean? There's a lot associated with summer that easily translates into t-shirt sales. And again, we're going where the predictable search volume is. That's the easiest way to make sales. You can go to less popular niches, but you can't expect a sale right away. You might have to give it some time. And I know most people don't want to wait, even though I think time is your friend with print on demand. So here's a few of these niches. School's out for summer, BSR 25,000. The lower the BSR, the better. The palm trees with the sun, a pocket design, by the way. I did a video on that a few weeks back. 72K BSR. Field day, which by the way, field day is trademark, so I would not do that. 86,000 BSR. Goodbye pre-K, on my way to kindergarten, but first, summer. So a nice youth size shirt right there, 100,000 BSR. And by the way, here in Merch Dominator, the research tool I'm using, you can see on this first row, the 30-day average BSR, okay? And then you see the current BSR underneath. And what do you notice? The current BSR on all of these is significantly outperforming, right? The lower the better, the 30-day average, which is a good thing. That is indicative of an emerging trend, of something that's trending typically upwards, and you want to catch it on the upward slope. Okay, that's how you lock in these sales, by getting out ahead of it. So these are all, I would say, validated as far as the BSR metric goes. That's what we want to see. We want to see the current BSR significantly outperforming the 30-day average. School's out for summer, palm tree pocket design, school's out forever, retirement 2025, love that. Hello summer with some ice creams. School's out for summer with the peace sign. Teacher, summer recharge required. Here's a few more. Bro, we out, hashtag teachers. Cruise squad, summer 2025. School's out for summer. I love it when we're cruising together. So some cruise stuff is popping. Happy last day of school. I love you all. Is it summer break yet? You've got just watermelon with hearts coming out of it. Qualifies as a summer shirt, I guess. Teacher mode off with the little on-off switch. I love that idea. That could actually be a good scalable niche too, with scaling that out to other professions as well, even though it might not be as relevant, I guess, but maybe for retirement. Anyways, that's niche number 1. How about summertime? Today's video is sponsored by Claspo, the pop-up builder used by thousands of websites to boost sales. Claspo is a no-code widget builder to improve your website's funnel by caring about user experience. You can create, launch, and manage website widgets in minutes to engage, guide, promote, and convert visitors, all without design and coding skills. With a library of over 1,000 customizable templates and an intuitive drag and drop editor, your personalized widgets can be live in just minutes. What sets Claspo apart from other pop-up builders on the market is its emphasis on gamification components, real-time personalization, advanced targeting capabilities, and an incredibly flexible free plan. Yes, you heard that right, free. making it a top choice for businesses looking to increase engagement without technical hassles. So use the link in the description to check out Claspo and start creating high converting pop-ups now. All right, niche number 2, Pride. All right, you already knew June is Pride month. The first week of June is when you're gonna probably make the most sales. Now, Pride is one way of optimizing your SEO. Guys, by the way, I think this might be a hot take, that how you optimize your SEO has a lot more to do with your success than, in a lot of cases, especially with the advent of AI for design, than your designs. Now, a bad design is still a bad design, but with AI, it's like, man, you got no excuse not to be making good designs. But SEO, how you optimize your listing for search, I just see some good and some bad when I'm looking. You know what I mean? I see a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I like to keep it simple. I like to optimize around what they type into the search bar. And I don't like to necessarily try to have the most broad appeal with a brand new listing in what is often a competitive niche. I like to say exactly what it is I'm selling typically. And what really helps is honestly having text in the shirt. Okay, so like saying "you are enough" Pride shirt, "homo estas" Pride shirt, PURRIDE cat Pride shirt, something like that. You know what I mean? I like to keep it simple when there's text in my design. I find that the easiest to market. Now, if I'm doing something like this tree, I'm going to struggle. If I'm doing the rainbow, I might struggle a little bit more, or at least I'd temper my expectations of a sale because, again, it's like the keywords, it's not that we can't figure out keywords to associate with it. It's that it's so much easier to get an exact match when they type into the search bar the text that is in the design on the shirt. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, I just wanted to share that. Do with that information what you will. I would struggle with this one with the dots as well. But anyways, pride is one keyword. You could type in gay pride as a keyword. You could look up rainbow as a keyword. That's what I searched to get these results as well. All of those will see a significant boost come June 1st. So get out ahead of it. All right, moving on. Niche number 3. Alzheimer's awareness. Now, I've mentioned that June is Alzheimer's Awareness Month before. Here you noticed I pivoted over to doing my research directly on Amazon. So if you didn't know, Merch Dominator has a product search feature where it'll filter out non-Amazon merch products so you can get more real-time data by going straight to the source. And then when you use their Chrome extension, it gives you the BSR right there and a bunch of other data points, by the way. I just cropped them out for the screenshots for the video. But Merch Dominator is the research tool I use for Amazon merch. I'm going to link to that in the description. But Alzheimer's awareness, a great cause. You know, purple is the big prevailing color, purple ribbons, etc. Okay, actually it looks like a lupus awareness snuck in there, but yeah, 2 of them actually, 2 lupus awareness. Whoops, I got it confused because I saw the purple ribbon. Here's another few Alzheimer's awareness, 6 more shirts. BSRs currently are still about average under 1 million, which means they're making some evergreen sales throughout the year, but we know we're going to see a big uptick in June, all right, for Alzheimer's Awareness Month. I used to work if you guys have been subscribed for a while, you know I used to work with a bunch of nonprofits when I was a web developer, and we definitely worked with a few Alzheimer's related nonprofits, so definitely a good cause. Moving on, niche number 4. By the way, going back to niche number 3, not just purple design elements, but purple shirts. You know, don't overlook the fact that Amazon merch gives us the color purple for the shirts. Mix and match. Upload some designs you might want to upload twice. One on the purple shirt, one on the black shirt with purple option. Because you know on Amazon merch, if you make the black shirt available, that's going to be the thumbnail that they see in search results. So one way to stand out, to use the purple thumbnails by not offering black. Sorry. All right, moving on. Niche number 4. How about Father's Day? Now, we knew this was coming, all right? But I want to challenge you. I'm issuing you a challenge if you're watching this. Don't just say, oh, Father's Day, thanks, Ryan, and then move on, right? Stop for a second and say, how can I realistically make a sale in the Father's Day niche? And I want to give you some advice, okay? This is how I would do it. I'm issuing this challenge if you're watching to you. I actually want you to take action, try this. Whether it's on Amazon merch or somewhere else, okay? And whether it's on a t-shirt or something else, I would do t-shirts. Go make a text-based design that says, awesome like my daughter, and then make a second version called awesome like my daughters. Now, I'm not telling you to copy these, okay? But like, go find a font that you like. There's a million fonts. Go find one that you like, okay? If you want to add color, add some color. If you don't. But make a text-based version of awesome like my daughter and then awesome like my daughters, both. Then go upload it, hopefully to Amazon and Etsy at a minimum, okay? But if you're only on one or the other, fine, just do it to one. price it at break even. Okay. And if you're not sure what your break even price is, either go figure it out or just, massage your pricing until it feels like it's low enough to be super competitive where you're not losing money, ideally. And just see what happens, because it often doesn't take too much more than that. Now, notice these shirts right here are all priced at $19.99 because look at their BSRs, 12,000, 8,000, 21,000, 27,000, 32,000, okay? They're doing really well. But they weren't uploaded recently. These are older shirts that have the sales history. You got to start somewhere. So I'm issuing a challenge to you. Go do the best you can. I didn't say add a graphic. I said text only, so no excuses. Keep it simple. And then price it at break even and just see what happens. I can't promise anything, but in that test that you're running, you're giving yourself a chance where there's going to be insane search volume in just a few weeks. It really starts now, honestly. And give yourself a chance. Like that niche, we're going to call it one niche because all you did was add an S and make it plural. It's going to be extremely popular. You know what I mean? Just like it was last year. Plus it's an evergreen. Now you might not be excited because you priced it break even, but guess what? If you start getting the first sale is by far the hardest. You get the first sale, you know what? 1 leads to 2, and 2 tends to lead to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, etc. As you build the momentum, you can increase the price and start locking in those profits. And then just like you expect, the closer you get to the actual Father's Day holiday, you want to increase your price to whatever you think the max is. I think $19.99, nobody bats an eye or thinks twice about. So that's my challenge to you. By the way, there's also people on Amazon just showing you running video ads, okay? You can use software to generate videos from static images. Like, there's a lot of ways to do this. I'm not saying this is something you have to do. By the way, earlier, part of that challenge was not to run ads. Literally, you can just do it organic. But I wanted to let you know, people are running these ads. With the video ad, the minimum cost per click bid is 25 cents. That is kind of a lot, but I love what this specific example did, guys. I couldn't have taught it better myself. Look at his price point. $22.99. So you know who can afford to spend 25 cents per click? This guy, because he priced his shirt up. Okay, I'm just saying, hey, I'm trying to provide you some value here. So if you're getting value out of this episode, please let me know in the comments and hit that like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know. All right, niche number 5. How about poker? Why is poker being talked about? Because the World Series of Poker kicks off soon. All right, it starts in May 27th, and then it goes pretty much throughout the summer through mid-July. By the way, there's so many just like funny poker shirts. I doubt too many people wear these type of shirts to the actual like World Series of Poker because you definitely look like a fish, but it would definitely be funny. So you got one that says, "This ain't Texas Hold'em." Next one is just a Queen of Hearts shirt. Next one is a Darth Vader. Don't do that, actually. Skip that one from Star Wars brand. Next one says, "At 80, I'm still playing with a full deck. I just shuffle slower." At 90, I'm still playing with a full deck. I just shuffle slower. So 80 and 90 both. Damn. A lot of 90-year-olds. What? The 90-year-old shirt has 125 reviews. Incredible. I wouldn't have guessed. Shout out to all you guys at 90 still playing poker. The Doyle Brunsons, right? Just fold it. Just fold. I have it. I've got a big pair. Another kind of just deck of cards shirt. I love that gold effect on that. Feeling lucky with dice and cards. Here's a couple more. Queen of the Machine, like video poker maybe. College student with ENT crossed out. College stud. I'd hit that, and it's got 5, 6. Okay, blackjack shirt. Next one's just a deck of cards. Next one is double aces, pocket aces. Anyways, have fun with the poker shirts, especially if you play. Like, you can probably think of some funny ones here too. World Series of Poker is coming up. It's going to be, again, anything that's like over a long time horizon, typically that first kickoff is where you see the most interest, okay? That's why you come to top 5 niches of the week. Who else is talking about poker, guys? Come on. Emerging trends. Here we go. Now, this is from last year because, again, I did record this in advance. I didn't want to give you bad data. So I went back 1 year, same exact date in May, and I said, what was I using then as an emerging trend? So I tried to give you a little bit of a heads up, even though there's not really a discernible trend that I see here. All right, looking ahead, these are smaller niches, at least 1 month out in June. June 18th, Sushi Day. Shout out Sushi Day. I love sushi. June 19th is Juneteenth. June 20th, Summer Solstice. June 21st, International Yoga Day. That's where I met my wife. June 22nd is World Rainforest Day. So we got some good ones there. Now let's look at the archive. Okay, this is 11 months ago. So by looking at this, we're trying to predict what might be trending 1 month from today. What do you know? July 4th and Father's Day. As if you needed to see this video to see that. And you got some Juneteenth stuff as well mixed in. All right, and removed designs. This is, a little bit outdated, by the way. So don't look into these as strongly as you would in previous episodes because I did record this in advance. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do have a full print-on-demand course. If your sales aren't where you would like them to be, and you're serious about potentially wanting to take my course, just comment or email me, ryan@ryanhogue.com. I'm always happy to consult with you guys before you join, but I have one of the most, if not the most thorough course step-by-step that shows you how to start, scale, and automate 95% of your business at the end, so you're not a slave to your business, okay? I mean, that's what I say, because that's what it is. That's the truth to me. That's how I describe it to other people, is that, you know, I used to sit there and manually upload, like Amazon merch. I manually uploaded 13,000 designs. 13,000 before I started automating my uploads, okay? And I automate my uploads to other places as well. I'll show you step by step how to do automation for design, upload, how to do shortcuts for research, you know, all the above basically. It's all covered. So anyways, and that's at the end of the course. If you're a beginner, I teach you everything you need to know to get to that point. It's linked in the description. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon with another new video.